Okay, so as you can see, new springs in place. Got the castle nuts tightened down on the ball joints, cotter pins in. Got that new spring isolator. I put that up inside there. Told you about that in the previous video. So now I'm just reassembling. Got to get the sway bar end link in here and steering arm, just right there, and the shock, and grease it up, and this side should be done. All right, so as you can see, sway bar link is in, steering tie rod end is in. See back there, I got the shock in, all anti-seized up and greased. The only thing I got left is to grease the ball joints, grease the tie rod end, and then pretty much, well, maybe the idler arm over there, and pretty much this side is complete. Alright, as you can see, got this suspension all back together. You see there's a tire on it, so I got the weight of the car around on it. Everything is tightened down, ready to go. The only thing is, remember this side I said got hit. So I don't know exactly how badly misshapen everything is, but right now, I'm not going to know for sure until I actually roll it and see if it evens out, but this tire has a real funny angle. The camber's off, so I'm kind of hoping that'll even itself out when I roll the car. Of course, that's not going to happen for a little bit. The other thing I did last night, you can see that exhaust pipe sticking out down there, and then this one right here. Basically, I cut the Y pipe and then put just the little pieces here, because eventually I'm going to be putting a dual exhaust on this thing, so I figure I'd save the exhaust people a little bit of time. Of course, I did end up breaking some bolts in this exhaust manifold. I didn't film any of it, but the bolts on this side, they came out just fine. Didn't give me any grief. However, this side, and you're looking at it upside down, or at least I am anyhow, both these studs, one of them came loose, but the other one broke, and then the one that did come loose was really rotted, so I had to remove it anyway. Tried doing it in the car. That didn't work out. So then I actually had to pull the manifold, and ended up breaking one of the bolts that went into the head, which I was blessed enough to be able to get that out without it giving me a whole lot of grief. But I'll tell you what, these exhaust manifolds are heavy. But I took a look at the port design while I had it out, and even though from the outside it just looks like a stock cast iron manifold, which it is, but the flow design for each port is almost like a header. They each have their own runner, and then comes down to this downpipe over here. So it was actually a really good flowing exhaust manifold. So for those who have one of these Buicks and these exhaust manifolds and use, screw it, I want to put headers on it. Well, for one, the cheapest set you're gonna find is about $500. For another one, these things flow nice, so you don't really gain a whole lot by putting headers on. Anyhow, that's it for this part of it. Have a good one.